Hello, sisters and the misters. I really don't want to call us that anymore because I'm so over it. I have risen from the dead. तो I've scripted my entire video over here. तो अगर आपको नज़र आता है कि मैं बार बार फ़ोन पे देख रही हूँ या कहीं नीचे देख रही हूँ तो it's because I'm reading off of this. The reason मैंने ये vlog script किया है, I don't really script. I've never scripted any of my vlogs before, but the reason मैंने ये script किया है is because I needed to organize every single thing and I needed to make sure that I included every single thought that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So I'm ziti. I'm a full vlogger now. I even got a mic. I'm shy kar do. That is Ramsha, that is Mau, and that is me, and we are today going to be talking about where the hell have I been? So this video की notification आपके पास आना must be a shocker for you guys कि oh she's finally risen back from the dead and she's probably going to upload एक और video and then just disappear again, which is hopefully not the scene. But let me tell you कि what was happening. Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm sweating. I planned to come back to YouTube this month या पिछले month and I had this like 4-5 YouTube videos just recorded and मैंने इनको edit करके डाल देना था and I wanted to upload those but I thought कि I don't think you guys deserve that. I feel like you deserve and you are worthy of an explanation कि where have I been. तो just upload कर देना एक video and being like hi I'm back. No, you guys deserve better. So I'm making this video because of that. So if you watch me and you still stand, keep on watching. अच्छा अब नहीं, अब serious बात होने लगी है. This is going to be a sit down talk with you, me, and it's just a chill talk with me. Let's talk about what has been happening in my life. So ये type video है and we can go on to our regular content इसके बाद से Inshallah is not code for I may or may not, but inshallah is code for yes I will, inshallah. Unless no. No. If you're an OG Minahiliers, then you would probably be familiar with the pattern that I would do is कि मैं कोई video upload किया करती, फिर 2-3 हफ्ते बाद मैं गायब हो जाती, break लेती, and then I would come back where I picked up off and I would continue वहीं से. And if you're an OG, so you would know that this progressively got worse over the years. I think since 2016, पहले मेरी break would be like 2-3 weeks, just a mental break, and then it extended and got progressively worse and उसकी frequency increased होती गई. I needed more mental breaks and I needed longer mental breaks. So it was like 1 महीने की and then it slowly became 3 and then it slowly became 5 and now we're here and मैंने January से video upload नहीं की. So if you're wondering why this progressively got worse, I'll explain why. Since January of 2020 till July of 2020, I've been in probably the worst headspace and the darkest, most toxic part of my life since a really long time. And ये किसी को भी नहीं मालूम था except for my family members and my close friends. शायद आप लोगों को दिखता नहीं हो pictures and stories वगैरह से क्योंकि बाहर तो सब खुश नज़र आता है वगैरह, but only I knew and people close to me knew कि what was actually happening inside. And ये बड़ी teenagery वाली बात लगती है कहते हुए कि like I was dying inside and like I was only happy on the outside, but no, that is legitimately what happened. So many things were going wrong in my life. I feel like there were so many aspects of एक नहीं थे. There were things like मेरा career choice. I was confused कि is going for accountancy even मतलब क्या मैं ये चाहती भी हूँ करना. There was education, मेरे grades आ गए थे and I was not getting into the dream university that I wanted to get in. I kept getting rejected twice. I was watching मेरे सारे दोस्त अपनी dream universities में जा रहे हैं, apply कर रहे हैं to LUMS, IBA, LSE वगैरह, and they were all getting in, which I'm happy for them. But even though I had like pretty average, above average grades, उसके बावजूद I was not getting into the university that I wanted. And I was reconnecting with a friend of mine who was incredibly soul-crushingly toxic, and I knew that, but I was still reconnecting with this friend. I realized all of this later on कि this person was this toxic and all of these things were affecting me itna zyada, and in the moment I didn't know that all of these factors were affecting my mental health to a point that it was absolutely destroying me. All of these things were really making me question my existence, to be very honest. They were making me question why am I even here, who am I. Anybody मतलब funny लगती कहते हैं कि मैं कौन हूँ, but it was like having an existential crisis कि भाई मैं हूँ कौन, like मैं कौन हूँ. सब जानते हैं कि भाई मिनाहिल इज़ अ यूट्यूबर, आप जानते हैं मिनाहिल इज़ अ यूट्यूबर, मेरी अम्मी मुझे अपनी बेटी की तरह जानती है, मेरी बहन मुझे अपनी बहन की तरह जानती है, मगर मैं खुद के लिए कौन हूँ. यू नो, एक इंडिविजुअलिटी होती है, वो अपना एक एसेंस मुझे समझ नहीं आता कि मैं अपने लिए कौन हूँ. मुझे लगा था ऐसे आई हैड no purpose whatsoever. I felt like a constant people's pleaser. मैं हर किसी के goals fulfill करने के लिए मैं रगड़ी जा रही थी, but मेरे अपने खुद के क्या goals थे, I couldn't figure out कि मेरे personal goals क्या थे. I wish that I could go into full detail about each and every problem that I mentioned. I really wish I could, ताकि आप लोगों को severity understand आप लोग कर पाएँ सब की कि I was genuinely in such a horrible toxic environment in my own life, and मैं खुद ही अपने साथ ही सब कर रही थी, knowing it was really bad, but मैं इतना ही आप लोगों को बता सकती हूँ. I remember कि in these 7 months from January to July there was a time in my life कि almost every single day for 2 weeks I would have to cry. Not have to, but I was crying for almost a week, at least a week straight, every single day. चाहे वो 10 मिनट के लिए हो, 5 मिनट के लिए हो, चाहे वो आधे घंटे का कोई एपिसोड हो जैसे पैनिक अटैक या कुछ भी, it would just be so constant and it would just be every single day without gap. चाहे वो कमरे में हो, चाहे वो वॉशरूम में हो, चाहे वो सोने से पहले, कहीं भी, मतलब in my school while taking a class, पढ़ते हुए भी लिटरली इन मिडल ऑफ द क्लास पढ़ते हुए एकदम से मुझे कुछ झटका पड़ता है, आई एम लाइक आई हैव टू गेट आउट ऑफ हियर. माई ब्रीदिंग वुड ऑलमोस्ट स्टॉप. ऐसा लगता था जैसे आई डिडंट नो इन द मोमेंट के व्हाट इट वाज, बट आई रियलाइज्ड आफ्टरवर्ड्स एंड आई वाज टोल्ड कि क्लिनिकली इट वाज व्हाट दे कॉल अ ब्रेकडाउन या अ पैनिक अटैक या एपिसोड ऑफ एन एंजाइटी अटैक. शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह it was not as bad as it is for some people, magar it was still one, and I didn't know that I was going through it until later on. If you're probably thinking कि why didn't you talk to someone about ये सब, and अपनी बहन से, अपनी अम्मी से या दोस्तों से कुछ भी, the problem isn't कि they didn't listen. The problem is कि I never went to them because मुझे constantly लगता था कि शायद मैं उन पर कोई बोझ हूँ या मैं उन पर burden नहीं बनना चाहती, या मैं it was like almost a loop कि if I go to my mom कि I'm stressed out about घर के finances या I'm stressed out about the fact कि I feel really left out कि मैं university नहीं जा सकती, तो my mom would feel even worse. So I wouldn't go to her and tell her कि भाई I feel this way, and that would make me want to bottle up my emotions and so on. अजीब सा लगता है कहते हुए because I haven't felt like this since I was probably 16 या कुछ, and I'm 21 now. But मुझे याद है कि I hit a really low part of my life when I realized कि oh shit मैं बहुत ज़्यादा पानी में हूँ. When I was laying one day in bed and मैं रमशा के साथ थी, and रमशा and I sleep in the same bed as you can see. मेरा दिल बहुत भारी हो रहा था उस वक्त, तो I just we were about to go to sleep and I called her कि मुझे ना hug करो, and she came over and she was really weirded out because हम इतना like physically affectionate नहीं है as sisters. So she came over and she like hugged me and I cried for I think 20 minutes literally. 15-20 मिनट में सिर्फ रोती रही कि what the hell is going on with my life, and that was the first time where I audibly told someone कि I felt like literally ending my life. I felt like जैसे I didn't know how. I knew कि I wouldn't do it, but I felt like it. Like कहते हुए अजीब सा लगता है कि इतनी टीनेजरी वाली बात है कि like oh I don't want to live anymore. But in the moment when it was happening मेरे लिए बहुत real था मेरे लिए, तो it was just really कि बहुत bad headspace में हूँ मैं मिनाहिल रज़ा. And one of the reasons why I never told कि I felt this way to my family members is also because वो बोलेंगे यार तुम्हें किस चीज़ का स्ट्रेस है, you know, तुम्हें किस चीज़ की एंजाइटी है, तुम्हें why do you not want to live, तुम्हारी ज़िंदगी इतनी ईजी है, तुम्हारी ज़िंदगी. It's because of that कि I never told anyone else except for my mom and my बहन only. I felt like जैसे उस moment में I had again no purpose, जैसे मैं सबको please कर रही थी but myself, and it was really scary क्योंकि there was a time कि I couldn't find happiness in the things that I was usually passionate about, जैसे video making, जैसे singing या जैसे guitar या painting specifically. For me, painting, या singing, या video making and stuff, it was a source of expression for me. जब मैं बहुत stressed out होती हूँ या मुझे tension हो रही होती है तो मैं गाती हूँ या मैं गिटार बजाती हूँ या मैं पेंट करती हूँ या मैं वीडियो बनाती हूँ. एंड द फैक्ट कि व्हेन आई वाज स्ट्रेस्ड आउट मैं ये सब भी नहीं करी थी, इट वाज अ बिग 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 रेड फ्लैग इन माय ओपिनियन. फिर जून जुलाई आई वुड से 2020 वाज एब्सोल्यूट रॉक बॉटम फॉर मी. मैंने इतना घटिया अपने बारे में इतने वक्त के बाद फील किया होगा शायद. I feel like I almost felt like जैसे जो 2016 से मेरी एंजाइटी बढ़ी जा रही थी, ज़्यादा होती जा रही थी, and I was doing nothing about the fact कि मुझे एंजाइटी हुआ करती थी, मुझे स्ट्रेस आउट हुआ करता था. It just progressively got worse, and because I was doing nothing to solve it, वो बस बढ़ता गया till अब in July when it just overflowed and it was like बस अब हद हो गई है, now it's done. In July and in June I felt like जैसे I hated myself. I was so insecure. I was so not confident in my own self, in my own beliefs, in my abilities. I was being manipulated into thinking that I deserve to be hurt and that I deserve the worst. मैं shit से भी कम deserve करती हूँ. I constantly felt like a failure. And I kept making jokes about how dumb I was या कितनी बड़ी fail हूँ कि भाई मैं तो इतनी डंगरू, मुझे तो मैथ्स नहीं आती है, मैं सैट नहीं दे सकती, एंड लम्स मुझे क्यों एक्सेप्ट करेगा, आई एम सो स्टूपिड एंड आई एम सो डम एंड मैं इतनी इलिटरेट हूँ. एंड दीज जोक्स व्हेन यू आर मेकिंग देम फनी तो लग रहे होते हैं शायद, बट इन द लॉन्ग टर्म दे आर वेरी सेल्फ डिप्रिशिएटिंग एंड दे आर वेरी बैड इन द लॉन्ग टर्म. बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दिस happening over here, it was starting to show up physically as well. It started with छोटी चीज़ें कि I would not want to even get out of bed. मैं 12 घंटे minimum सोती थी every single day, and मैं फिर भी tired होती थी throughout the entire day. I was so demotivated to get up and start my day कि I wouldn't even feel like getting out of bed. कि मैं अपने बाल भी ब्रश कर लूँ, कि मैं टूथब्रश तक कर लूँ. Literally I had zero will to get up out of bed to do anything, even ये basic चीज़ें. And one of these basic चीज़ें also included eating. ये जो चीज़ थी, ये I would say कि was the craziest thing that I had to ever experience. I would be hungry, like मेरे पेट से मरोड़ उठ रहे होते कि I would be physically feeling कि I need to eat food, and मैं कमज़ोर होती, and my hands would shake and I would feel like fainting, या मेरा BP constantly low हो रहा होता. I would feel like wanting to eat, but जब मैं कुछ खाने लगती मुझे physically nausea होता था. The smell of food, the idea of खाना या खाने को chew करके गुजारना, उससे मुझे उल्टी आती थी. And it was making me go insane कि मुझे भूख भी लग रही है but मुझे खाना भी नहीं है, and I'm also losing weight. And losing weight, physically it started to show कि I was becoming thinner या weaker, and तब जब लोग physically started to point out कि तुम कमज़ोर लग रही हो, पतली लग रही हो, हमारी हड्डियाँ, and I hit the lowest weight that I ever have in my 21 years of existence. I hit the lowest weight. And ये मुझे और conscious कर रहा था मेरे बारे में. I was not only doing not okay mentally, but now मेरी body was starting to literally shut down. So after seeing कि मेरी हालत क्या हो रही थी, I was going into this pit of just nothingness, of just me destroying my own self by choice and not wanting to change and not wanting to change my habits or कुछ भी to fix myself. One of my best friends, Khazir, and my mom, suggested me that I should probably talk to a therapist. मैं थोड़ा hesitant थी because my first experience with a therapist was really bad. She was an undergraduate and she was not licensed and she was not a professional. She was still practicing thoda bahut, but she was not a professional. So I was very hesitant कि is the second time going to a therapist even going to be worth it? And immediately after my pehla session, I immediately felt at such a mental ease. सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक सेशन के बाद, my therapist and I, we would talk once a week for 45 minutes every single week, and my entire life changed. मैं अभी भी, I swear, मुझे अभी भी फील होता है जैसे I'm still not able to express सही से in this video even कि मैं किस तरह के घटिया तरीन part of my life थी कि I wanted to literally die. But this one therapist and my friends and my mom and my siblings have totally changed the game for me, but specifically this therapist and getting help has changed for me. I started taking care of my mental health से फिर हम physical health पे आए. मेरे पास एक calorie counter वाला application था. I was told by my therapist कि इसको आप उड़ा दें. It's only stressing you out more because you're stressing out to gain weight. तो ये आपको पागल कर देगा. Just उड़ा दें and don't check your weight. Just don't do it. Just eat good. And I started doing that. And आप यकीन मारें, my weight increased because I was no longer stressing out about क्या मैंने कितना खाना, मैंने कितनी calories meet करनी every single day, यार. मेरे सेशंस वर ऑलमोस्ट इंसेन इन द सेंस कि मैं जिसका सवाल पूछा करती थी ना उनसे कि यार आई फील लाइक दिस वे एंड आई फील लाइक दैट वे, तो वो मुझसे ऐसे घुमा फिरा के एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव में रखती थी चीज़ों को, जिसमें मैं अपने ही सवालों के खुद ही जवाब दे रही थी. आई वुड बी लाइक ओ माई गॉड वेट व्हाई डिड आई थिंक दैट. विथ हर आई फेल लाइक जैसे आई वॉज बीइंग हर्ड. आई वॉज reassured कि नो देन आई एम नॉट अ बर्डन एंड आई मैटर. मेरे पर्सनल गोल्स मैटर. आई टॉक टू हर अबाउट every single problem. मैं कहती हूँ self esteem, confidence, relationships, finance, grieving, education, about family, about past trauma, about my childhood, about my physical health. Every single week I was looking forward to talking to my therapist क्योंकि मुझे पता था for a fact if I talk to her I will feel good. And every single week I would work harder on myself and she would give me tips and solutions to my problems. I saw physical difference in myself and कि मैं physically खुश नज़र आ रही थी and mentally I felt at such an ease. मुझे wow, I forgot what it's like to be chill. I forgot what it's like to not be like I was like everything was going pretty damn good, but then due to a family emergency मुझे फिर कराची जाना पड़ा and it changed so much in me personally. I was finally able to detach myself from the toxic friend of mine who I reconnected with, and I detached myself for good. And मैं reconnect करी थी with my family members and my cousins after like 6 साल. It was literally life changing. Therapy for me was life changing and I live such an amazing and positive life. Shukr alhamdulillah. Please shukr alhamdulillah. Please Allah nazar se bachaye. If you're watching this, please say mashallah. Please. आपको आपके ग्रेड सी कसम. Zoe. I'm watching you. And now, girl, I don't want to flex or whatever, but I check my weight very rarely. But the last time I checked, my weight had increased finally to a healthy weight, and you can see दीवार के ऊपर लगे हुए हैं. These are organizers. These are monthly organizers, and मेरी ज़िंदगी ये control करते हैं. I write everything down on them. I am surrounded by the most amazing and the most loving group of friends, and I have the love of my life, my mom and Ramsha. Especially my mom, because you know how desi parents are and about therapy. So I'm really blessed and I'm really glad to have a mother like this who is so understanding and open-minded. So mama, if you are watching this, I very much love you. Mwah, mwah. Take kissy. And for you guys especially, for always just being a constant source of motivation and support and love and always rooting for me no matter what. मैंने इतनी इंग्लिश बोल ली है ना इस वीडियो के अंदर, आई थिंक मेरा पूरा कोटा बस फिल हो गया है, मेरा पेंडू बाहर आ रहा है अब. इट्स लाइक वर्दायल मिनायल. Just thank you guys so much. Even though I was incredibly inconsistent and even though I was not uploading on time and whatnot, you guys were still there and you guys were still helping our little family grow. छोटी सी होकर इतनी बड़ी हो गई है and we're like 20,000. It's so y'all are stupid for watching me, but you guys are my stupids. So yes, the secret is out. I got therapy. I got therapy. I got therapy. Therapy. अब I cannot wait for my extended family members to see this video and then मम्मा को मेरी text करें कि मिनाल पागल है. मिनाल पागल हो गई, डॉक्टर के पास गई. उसको बोलो उसके पास कौन सा स्ट्रेस है दुनिया का. हम 200 किलोमीटर स्कूल में वॉक करके आते थे अपने गांव से इन ब्लडी बर्फ हो गए. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go, guys. It is time for me to sleep. It is time for me to get that melatonin. Therapy. What I got? Therapy. Let me check my breath right here, right quick. He ain't never seen a girl with therapy like this. He ain't never seen a girl with therapy like this. Probably why. Okay, bye.